I am very excited because it is here at last. This is the prototype of the knife collaboration I am doing with Matt Chase of Hogtooth Knives. It is a combination of his Tanto EDC. This is a knife I've been carrying for a year and a half or so now, like almost daily. I love this thing, and it rides just perfectly and carries perfectly. For me, in the waistband, this would be great. Just dropped in the pocket. I get a full 4-finger grip. A giant guy that I know gets a 3-finger grip, but most people get 4-finger grips, and I love it. So I asked if I could, I asked Matt Chase of Hogtooth Knives if I could design a blade for this and make it, and then we could do a little numbered batch and sell them to people who are interested. And it could be a TheKnifeJunkie Hogtooth collaboration, and that's what this is. And this one is a Bowie, and there it is. This is called the NoVA-1. I sharpened a pencil today. I guess I didn't clean it off completely. This is the NoVA-1. Again, this is the whole platform is Matt Chase's. This design, this handle is his, and this blade design is mine, and he executed it perfectly. As you can see, it's a prototype, and as you can also see, the TheKnifeJunkie logo is gigantic. We are going to reduce that in size substantially and number these. I just don't know how many yet because I need to gauge the interest. I'm going to do a little pre-order. This being my very first knife, we're going to do a pre-order and see how many people are interested. There's the Hogtooth Knives stamp, slight recurve. I love a recurve, and the idea of the slight recurve here, especially on this deeply hollow ground blade, it's nice and thin, hollow ground. The idea of the recurve and not being too extreme is that it's easy to sharpen, but you still get the recurve performance out of the cut, and then eventually, as you sharpen and use this over time, you'll sharpen through that recurve, and the blade will still maintain its shape and its utility with a regular, with a non-recurved belly, if you will. Does that make any sense to you? It makes sense to me. That's the question. All right, a couple other things we're going to do, or let's see. I mentioned the logo and the numbering. This is 154 cm, by the way. We're not going to designate it on here, but that's what it is. And this row of jimping is going to remain that width, 1 inch, but it's going to move up here, up to the bottom of the swedge, or bottom of the clip right there. Because I find that when I hold a knife like this, I put my thumb there, not back here. So we're just going to move it up there, and there will be jimping there. And the third thing I'm considering is an option without liners, and I'll tell you why. Let's see. This one is one without liners, and I think that's a rarity for him. But this uses that sort of the half rubber, half G10. It's a really nice grip and nice and thin. Without the liners, it's thinner, as you can see. And I'm considering that, just in case someone wants a thinner knife. I think maybe large, please excuse the beefier, we'll say beefier hands might prefer a thinner handle. I'm not sure though. And I do love these, but I also love this without the grooves. But I've become pretty hooked on the grooves ever since I got the ruffian. Let me show it to you with the ruffian. This is the one this is the other one I carry all the time. This is a larger version, this larger knife, Hogtooth Knives. I had him make this, well, no, I didn't have him make this when I was in his shop, but when I was in his shop, I ordered this and asked him to make me one, and we went through his liners and G10, and I like that combination. Just a great knife, man. Hollow ground, thin. These are really tough 154 cm blades. I've used this one to feather stick some pretty rough wood. So I'm just assuming, and I've done a bunch of stuff with this, and I'm just assuming this will be just as good at working, and just fiercely handsome. Look at that. Oh, what a nice looking blade. And I know I designed that. It's kind of cheap for me to call it beautiful, but I just designed it for something that would appeal to my eye. Let me show you at last, or not at last, but lastly, with the custom I have from him. Now these are customs, but they're water jetted blanks. I don't mean but this was, you know, taken from a lump of, you know, 2 lumps of steel, 15N20 and 1095. And then, you know, he bagged a deer, cut off its antlers. No, I'm just kidding. He bought this at Blade Show 2021 and got reclaimed wrought iron from the Longfellow Bridge in Boston from a friend of his who was a steel worker on that bridge. And that's my Carta there. I mean, this is a serious knife and a serious build. By the way, this is a Loveless, Bob Loveless style or pattern sub-hilt fighter. Double edge clip point, double edge all the way to the back with that clip point. Really, really awesome work. Check out Hogtooth. I mean, Matt Chase is incredibly talented, and he's a former Marine Corps sniper and a great guy. I brought my mom and dad to his shop in Massachusetts, and oh man, they had such a ball. Just like my mom hanging out with him, talking about the various tools he uses and materials, because my mom makes jewelry. It was a cool thing to watch them kind of talking about this stuff. All right, thanks for watching. I will put out an update video about the pre-order for this sometime by week's end, and I'll have that all set up and we'll get rolling. And we would love to have knives in the hands of people by August of 2023. You say August, that's 8 months away, 7 months away. But yeah, he is one man. He is one man, and he's got these kind of knives to build at the same time. So there we go. All right, thanks for watching.